July 24th, 2019, Antrim, New Hampshire, Brimstone Corner Road. Loading up Mike Barton's truck from Thornton, New Hampshire with a load of pine saw logs. They'll be headed over to Maine, North Country lumber operation. Just had a big rainstorm yesterday, so the top couple inches of soil here are pretty slimy. Here's the back end of the cat delimber here, stroke delimber. The important part's on the top out front of the cab. And then off to the right side of the viewfinder you can see a pile of tree-length delimbed hemlock, spruce, maybe a few pine logs in there too, probably some hardwood. Be 3 tiers of logs on here, puts the shorter ones on the middle section. On my way up here down by the Greg Lake, I passed a load of 8-foot, trailer load of 8-foot hardwood pulp, also headed to Maine. This load of logs will gross about $1,000 or so to the landowner. $1,000 to $1,500 actually. In the background you can see some tall white pine. We've left most of the pine here. We want to try to get some seed down on these open areas. We've left a lot of the red oak too and the higher grade hardwoods that have sawlog potential, like yellow birch, red oak, some of the better sugar maple. See the nose of the grapple skidder between the limber and the tractor trailer, just dropping off a hitch of log. I'll reposition myself so we can see the stroke delimber at work. That boom goes back and forth, strips the limbs off the stem. So he's stockpiling them now. After the truck goes, he'll set them over in front of the yard crane and the slasher saw. He'll process them into lengths over there and sort them and pile them up. That's a pretty crooked stick of wood right there. Cut it down 8-foot lengths, it'll straighten the kinks out. Swing over in front of the truck. You can see a pretty good bunch of high quality hardwood logs there, variety of species. See some ash, pretty nice yellow birch, rock maple, might be a white birch in there, and yeah, there's a white birch, red maple, and behind it I see hemlock, and he's loading off the white pine section right now. Driver's going to start to strap this load down now. Here's the business end of the limber. You can see a couple of grapple arms there. We'll try to get a shot of the skidder coming in a few minutes. Driver's going to start to strap this load down now. Here's the business end of the limber. You can see a couple of grapple arms there. We'll try to get a shot of the skidder coming in a few minutes. big stick of hemlock there. Okay, we got the skidder about to appear in the center of the viewfinder here. I can see the hitch moving in the background. This beehive of activity is a pretty good advertisement for Caterpillar. Got a big hemlock on there, but no, big pine, I guess, by the looks of it. He probably has to reposition some logs so the yard crane can reach them and finish loading Mike's truck. They don't have many more. They probably need just a handful of logs to finish out the back section on the passenger side. I could make a wise-ass comment that this is Mike the driver's best side, but I'll resist. So you'll probably hear the saw run in a minute. He just dropped a couple of pine trunks there, and the yard crane will pick them up and run them through the slasher saw. So he'll drop those trees in front of the limmer. The limmer will pick each stem up, strip the limbs off. Skidder's backing up now. He's going to grab a bunch of those limbs that came off the trees. He'll carry those out into the woods and just spot them on the skid trails, particularly in any low areas or wet spots that we've got, any rutted areas. here, the utilization, the kind of stems he's going around now. Just pulpwood, but it's above average quality NEFCo pulpwood. Driver's going to pull ahead here and finish strapping down the load. Taking a big pine block and splitting it in two. So that's what the dance looks like here in Antrim on late July 2019 summer day. I'm going to call it good and go down the road.